Hey, what's up guys? Before I get deep in this video, I just want to go over a couple things that are happening. First thing, does this not look sweet? I finally got a accessory delete panel in here to clean up the dashboard, so I think that looks way better. I still do have the double gauge holder with the S13 writing there to put in, but I just don't have gauges to fill in, so I haven't put it down yet. Also, huge shout out to Steve Jenkins. So he watched one of my previous videos about when my 240 wasn't running or wasn't starting. So when you test the starter, when you touch the wires to a battery, the solenoid pushes the gear forward, and then the starter motor is what actually spins the gear. So my starter motor was spinning the gear as shown in the video, but I didn't know, I was ignorant about it. I guess the solenoid is what receives the electrical signal, and then it moves that gear forward on the shaft of the motor. And mine wasn't doing that, so that means my starter is actually bad. So I'm really glad that he commented that before I started going crazy testing all the switches and all the wires, because this has been really bothering me, and it's prevented me from taking this car to a lot of meets. So as you have a new remanufactured starter to put in, I'm going to do that today. Yeah, I'm just doing the starter. I'm going to take a look at the tranny leak. I may or may not be able to fix it today. I'm trying to avoid draining the tranny today, so I'll see what happens. And also, if anyone is wondering about the GTI that Christian got, like, he got it and then we haven't really seen it. We haven't taken on any canyon drives. It's been having some issues. It was at a shop and then they couldn't fix something on it, so they moved it to a different shop. So it should be back within a couple days. It's obviously having the misfiring issues, then it was having a coolant leak. So yeah, we just wanted to get it done, or he wanted to get it done, so we're not working on it. It is being done by someone else. So, but yeah, it should be back pretty soon. So expect some videos on that. I'm gonna probably review it, take it for some drives. Maybe before the summer ends, you might even get it ready for an autocross, and especially with this car too. Got that engine sitting over there that still needs to be completed. I'm just waiting for my friend. He knows a lot more about engines than I do. He's the one who helped me with a really big, or a majority of that build. I'm just waiting for him to get some free time to help me finish it up, and then once it's done, we're gonna swap it in. So I don't want to jinx anything, but honestly, I'm pretty confident that the issue isn't the starter. It makes sense. All right, the car's up, battery's unplugged. Let's get this done. So I got my old starter out, and I'm back underneath the transmission looking at the leak. So it does not look like it's coming from where the drive shaft is right here. It looks like it's coming from the top because it's all wet in this area, and it drops down underneath the tranny mount right to that point where it just dips off right there. But it looks like it's coming from the top, like way up there. And I deleted one sensor, and I see another nub. I'm not sure if it's a sensor, but it's really wet. So I'm gonna try to take a look at that too. It doesn't look like it's coming from the shifter assembly. I do have fresh RTV there. And I do have another actual OEM Nissan gasket that I'm gonna put in there eventually. So I might do that today just to be sure. But I'm almost positive it's not that. And it's not my neutral position sensor. As you can see, it's been plugged already right there. So I'm not sure what sensor that is, or if it even is a sensor up there, but there's a lot of fluid dripping down from the top of the transmission, kind of near the middle area of it. Woo. New starter's in. Fuck. Just kidding, hold on. When I was checking out the sensors, I unplugged the clutch sensor here, so that could be why it's not starting. Hold on here, hold on a moment. Yeah, so there's a sensor back here. So when you push the clutch down, that's what allows you to start the engine. A lot of non-American cars, that's not a feature on a lot of non-American cars. So let me plug this guy back in, because that would also prevent my car from starting. I honestly totally forgot about that. So attempt number 2. I think that's everything. I think everything should be plugged in and ready to go. Let's go! Finally! Oh my god! Ah! Woo! That honestly makes me so happy that the Nissan's working again. This is really exciting. Woo! Yes! Alright. Now, the only thing I have to worry about is the transmission leak, which I guess is still kind of a big deal because it's leaking pretty badly. God damn it. Oh, there's always something. It's hot also. Alright, so now to adjust the tranny leak, I just cleaned off the transmission and degreased it a lot to get rid of all the wet spots and like hard oil deposits. And so I have the shifter assembly loose. I'm just gonna finish taking it off, and I have a, so there's actually no OEM gasket there right now, there's just RTV. So I do have a new OEM gasket for the quick shifter or short shifter from Nissan, so I'm gonna put that on. And then I'm gonna just let the car idle here for a couple minutes. Then I'm gonna go back under it and see where the oil is coming out from, because I did clean it up, so it should be a lot easier to spot now. So it actually does look like there was a little bit of an oil leak coming from the RTV, but definitely not big, like big enough to what I saw coming out from underneath the car. So there's definitely a second leak, much larger somewhere else. So I had the car running at like 2,000, between 2,000 and 2,500 RPM for like 4 minutes. I'm looking under the car and I can see some fresh fluid coming down. You see it on that bolt right there, the transmission mount. It's a little hot under here. And then it's also coming in right where the flashlight is, where my finger is, right up there. So it's coming, it's somehow coming from the top and I can't see that area, which is really annoying. I do have that fresh gasket underneath the shifter. The only thing I see is some knob way up here. The flashlight's touching it right now. But let me see if I can get to it. It's super loud because of that fan, I'm sure. But anyways, I was looking at the top of the transmission and there's some type of plastic plug here as I dropped the camera. But I got it out and that's what it looks like. And it honestly, it looks like this is exactly where the transmission fluid is coming from. And it looks like it broke. It came out really easily, but I don't even know what this thing does, but it was wet with fluid and there's fluid all over the inside of it. So I'm gonna try to look up what it does, because I don't even know. I don't even know what to call this thing, to be honest. So I've been searching the forums for like the last 15 minutes or so, just trying to find out what this actually is, and I can't seem to find an answer for it. So I'm just gonna clean it up and then RTV it, and then, or put RTV around it and then shove it back into where I got it from. Then I'll see if that works. I'm actually gonna end the video here though. I will let you guys know how it does very soon, definitely. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.